Hey everyone, it's Viv again, and good news! Moon Sky is coming to Love Nikki Indonesia from July 9th to July 15th. Here are the two suits that you are going to get. Number one is going to be Lost in Dreamland, famously nicknamed as Puzzle Girl because of the giant puzzle pieces in her background. And the second suit is called Starry Fantasy, and this is famously known as the Moon Girl because of the giant moon you see in the background here. So in this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. Cost, top scoring items, pro tips, and so on. So how does this event work? This is going to be a 2v2 event. Every 5 rounds you draw a card that will give you a buff. The buff will either buff your score, buff your partner's score, or give you bonus event currencies. Hopefully you draw the card that gives you bonus event currencies often, because then the event will be cheaper for you. You know a secret of getting the good bonus event currency more often? Listen carefully. You have to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. That will definitely help you get the bonus event currency buff all the time. That being said, the cost of this event will be completely dependent on your luck, but the average cost is going to be around 1,500 diamonds for one suit and 3,000 diamonds for both suits. If you want to see the gameplay for this event, it is going to be linked in the description below from when I did this in the Love Nikki English server. And now let's look at the suit breakdown for this. First up, let's look at Lost in Dreamland. This is the first suit that you are going to get, and let me strip myself down. First up, Roam in Dreamland. Here is the aqua color hair, and I love the hair color. However, the ear, oh, it has to be a pointy ear. Unfortunately, you cannot get rid of this pointy ear. It's not like a makeup or anything, it's attached to the hair. And up next is going to be Prelude to Fantasy. I really love this. I love that there's a lot of legs showing. And up next is going to be Snow Gauze. This is going to be the leggings. It's a little bit sheer here. And it's going to be the shoe, so white that you can barely see it. And then up next, Paper Crane in Dream. These are movable items, and it's going to be just regular paper cranes. And then Sway in the Wind. This is going to be a rainbow colored ribbon sort of thing. And then Iridescent Fantasy. These are more paper cranes and puzzles. Again, off screen, you can't really see it. City of Puzzle. This is what the suit is famous for. Giant puzzle pieces and clouds. And then Dream World Crown. It's the halo on her head. And then Starburst of Time. Here is a hair ornament. And then Voice from Blue Sky. These are her ball earrings sort of things. And then Wish Bottle, this big star bottle. And then Glittering Sparkle is going to be the ribbons around her arms. Trace in Dreamland is going to be the hoop around her waist. And then finally, Snow Memory is going to be the glove. And now let's look at the special pose, Lost in Dreamland. And the difference is everything is combined into this one sitting pose. Now let's look at top scoring items. I am going to have the top scoring items on the right of my screen so you can follow along. Lost in Dreamland has 2 top scoring items. Number 1 is going to be Sway in the Wind. This is a head ornament, top scoring in 18 chapters, 4 commission requests, and 1 stylist arena. And then we have the earrings, which is at the way bottom here. This is going to be a completion reward, and it is top scoring in 4 chapters. So what do I think of this suit? It lacks some makeup, unfortunately. For 1,500 diamonds, I feel like this is pretty pricey. Anyway, let's look at the next suit, and it is going to be Starry Fantasy. Let's do a breakdown for this. Envoy from Venus. Here is the hair. It doesn't look like anything special. It's not like a special color or anything, but let's look at the dress. Deep Dark Universe. Cute dress. I feel like it's really, really cute. It looks like some kind of horoscope type dress. And then Dream World's hair is going to be the coat item. And then Violet Ballade, here's a leglet. And then up next is going to be Geniality, her socks with a poofy top over here. And then up next is going to be Night Gem, the shoes. Soothing Magic. She looks like a magician or a wizard sort of thing with this hat. Disciple in Dreamland. We have a poofy cloud on her head. And then up next, a Silver Crescent. It's going to be a star earring. Looks like a singular earring over here. And detective glasses is going to be a handheld. And a book of Dreamland, it's going to be another handheld. Okay, now she's really looking like a wizard here. And then a Nebula of Fantasy. This moon, what she is famous for. This is why we call her the Moon Girl. It is a really cool movable background. I know I will show you how it looks like in the view room later. And then a clear Dreamland, the cute makeup. I love that this suit includes the makeup. And now let's look at the special pose, and the special pose is going to be a sitting pose that looks like this. Let's look at the top scoring items. We have a total of 6 top scoring items over here. Number 1 is going to be Violet Ballade. This is a leglet, top scoring in 12 chapters and 1 commission request. And then up next is Geniality. These are socks, top scoring in 6 chapters, 2 commission requests, and 1 stylist arena. And up next is going to be Disciple in Dreamland. This is a hairpin, top scoring in 2 chapters. Detective glasses. This handheld is a top scoring in 8 chapters and 1 stylist arena. Book of Dreamland, also a top scoring item in 2 chapters. And then a Nebula Fantasy. This moon item is a background, top scoring in 6 chapters. And now let's check out both of these suits in the view room. First up, let's look at the Lost in Dreamland. Let's do the special pose. Let me put on a makeup to make her look cuter. This one, oh no. Let's try this one. Yeah, this one is really cute. View mode time. All right, look at the hair. Wow, it's like flying all over. Let me change the background so that you can see it better. Let's try something darker. Here it is. Wow, she looks good. Let me bring her forward. This is how she looks like. Really cute in my opinion. I love the makeup. Unfortunately, no makeup included. Let's look at the other pieces though. We have several movable pieces here. Number 1, these paper cranes, and it looks like when I put it on, it's like all the way to the side, you couldn't even see it, but yes, this is how the paper cranes look like. Number 2 is going to be this giant ribbon, and you can see a little bit of rainbow on the ribbon. Next is going to be crane holding yellow puzzles, and there's a little bit of star here, which is cool, so you can be creative with this in the start quarter if you want to exclude the puzzle and the crane. I've done that in the past before. And then over here, puzzles and cloud. Holy moly, cloud, white. You know what you do in the start corridor. Take advantage of the cloud here to make like some white kind of effect thing. But yes, these puzzles are huge, and these are what makes this suit famously known as the Puzzle Girl. And now let's look at the next suit, and it is going to be Starry Fantasy. Let me search for this, and let's look at the special pose in the view room. She has a really cute sitting pose. Look at her socks. Her socks are coming off. Oh, so kawaii. She is such a wizard that's, I think, falling asleep because her socks coming off. Let's move her aside, and let's look at the movable piece, which is just going to be this moon piece. And as you can see, there's clouds here, as well as a hot air balloon. There's our stars, and it's a storybook with a castle as well, and then also a storybook with a alarm clock in it. A very interesting item. And let me change the background so that you can see it better. Let's see. Okay, this works. Oh my gosh, look at this. You see some Z's on this one. Aw, isn't this kawaii? And now let me bring my Nikki back to make her sit on top of the moon. I think she's gonna look really cute sitting on the moon. Let me make my Nikki smaller a little bit, and let me bring the moon lower. Very cute. Actually, let me make her even smaller. There you go. Isn't this a wonderful starry corridor image? It looks like she is reading to you a bedtime story. I love it. So what do I think of this event? Is it worth it or not? 3,000 diamonds for 2 suits? I feel like this is quite pricey. As a low V level player in my LNI account, I will definitely skip this. I will only do free attempts. And besides, we have a ton of other events that are even bigger coming in the future, maybe hell events or collabs events, so I would rather save my diamonds for those kinds of events. Events like this tends to come back in the future, so I wouldn't worry too much. As of right now, we do not know the return cost yet because this is still considered sort of newish in the Chinese server, so no info yet, but when it comes back for crafting, I will for sure let you know. Alright everyone, that is all for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more about Love Nikki and Miracle Nikki stuff, be sure to like this video for the YouTube algorithm and destroy the subscribe button. You should subscribe anyway, otherwise I will delete your Love Nikki account. I love you all. I will see you next time. Bye bye.